Imagine a storm raging around us. Winds howl, waves crash, lightning tears through the sky, chaos surrounds us. But amid this tempest there stands an individual, unmoved, resolute, steadfast. That person embodies Stoicism. Stoicism is not about suppressing our emotions, but about facing the turbulent storms of life with a firm spirit, choosing reason over impulse, strength over despair, and virtue over indulgence. In this philosophy, there is no place for self-pity, only for self-mastery. To live as a Stoic is to walk the path carved by ancient minds who understood the human spirit's capacity to endure, to rise above, and to transform suffering into wisdom. Stoicism calls us to master our reactions, to take ownership of our minds, to become architects of our inner lives, regardless of the world's volatility. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Here lies the first truth of Stoicism. The things that trouble us are often not external, but are born of our judgments, our interpretations, our unwillingness to accept the world as it is. We are not compelled to feel anger when someone slights us. We choose to interpret their actions as offensive. We are not bound to sadness in the face of loss. We decide to view it as tragedy. A Stoic knows that these emotions, anger, grief, despair, are transient, self-inflicted wounds. They are the product of expectations we impose on a world that was never meant to bow to our desires. Epictetus reminds us, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This is the art of Stoicism, to sever the chains that bind our peace to the whims of fortune and root it firmly within ourselves. For us, Stoicism is not a shelter from life's hardships, but a philosophy of engagement, resilience, and growth. It calls us to live in harmony with nature, to understand the world's inherent unpredictability, and to find serenity in that acceptance. It is a journey of self-refinement, of transforming adversity into strength and clarity. Seneca, another pillar of Stoic thought, teaches us that difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. To the Stoic, every hardship is a teacher, every setback a stepping stone. By facing challenges, we forge an inner power that remains unshaken by what is outside us. In Stoicism, we live by four virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These are not abstract ideals, but guiding principles that remind us of what it means to be truly human. Wisdom leads us to discern what is within our control. Courage drives us to act on that wisdom without fear. Justice teaches us to treat others with fairness, and temperance urges us to maintain balance, to avoid excess, to let neither pleasure nor pain sway our judgment. These virtues, like the roots of a mighty tree, ground us in a way that even the fiercest winds cannot uproot. To be Stoic is not to deny our humanity, our passions, or our desires. It is to become a master of them, to feel deeply, but without becoming enslaved. We accept what we cannot change. We overcome what we can. This mindset is not mere detachment. It is the freedom to live fully, unburdened by unnecessary fears and desires. We do not chase after wealth, fame, or glory for validation. Instead, we strive to live virtuously, to act in ways that align with our values. For when we control our inner lives, the chaos outside holds no sway over us. Yet Stoicism is not a solitary path. In our struggles, in our shared humanity, there is unity. Stoicism teaches us that while we walk our own paths, we are also bound to one another. Marcus Aurelius understood this interconnection. We are made for cooperation, like feet, like hands, like eyelids, like the rows of the upper and lower teeth. To act against one another is therefore contrary to nature. To be Stoic is to seek harmony, to live with compassion, to understand that our strength lies not in opposition to others, but in uplifting one another. In embracing Stoicism, we become more than individuals. We become a collective force, a testament to the human capacity for resilience, wisdom, and integrity. This philosophy teaches us to value what matters, to shed the trivial, to bear what is inevitable with grace. We become architects of a life built on purpose, inner strength, and unwavering tranquility. We see the world as it is, and in that vision lies our freedom. When we adopt the Stoic way, we do not merely endure life, we embrace it, transformed by each trial, strengthened by every hardship, refined by every struggle. In the end, Stoicism is a quiet but fierce call to awaken, to realize that the storms around us can never drown the fire within.